So then, welcome back to the channel for a brand new video, and in today's one, it is Swindon Town season preview. Now, as you are already aware, I did post a video with my match reaction. Excuse me, bloody, I'm dying. My match reaction for Newport's game against Hereford. Go check that out. I am recording this prior to full time. Obviously, it's still 0-0. The game's still going on, but I'm recording this prior to the full time result of that, so I don't actually know the result of that game yet. But that video would have already been on the channel, but before this one is basically. And today it is a Swindon Town season preview, going obviously looking at Swindon, how they obviously finished last season, how they are looking for this season, and sort of basically giving my thoughts ahead of this season. Last season in League 2 they finished 19th. Obviously got knocked out of both the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Quite notably, getting knocked out the FA Cup by National League Aldershot. Was it like 7-3, 7-4, something like that? And obviously 19th in the league. An awful season from Swindon. Yet again, Swindon come into a season with expectation. They just don't live up to it. Got really sore throat at the moment. But, yeah, 19th in the league. Knocked out in both of the cup competitions at the first round. Again, another bad season from Swindon, to be truthfully honest. Let's have a look at this season and see how they fare for the new season. So in terms of the ins then, Ollie Clark has joined from Mansfield. Ryan Delaney, of course, has left Newport to join Swindon. Snake. Rosse Longolo has joined from Accrington. Harry Smith has joined from Sutton. Tamis Sobowale has joined from Shrewsbury. Will Wright has joined from Crawley. Grant Hall has joined from Rotherham. Dylan Mitchell has joined from Aston Villa. And then on loan, they've signed Miguel Freckleton on loan from Sheffield United and Joe Cotterill on loan from Swansea. You look at some of those signings, I mean, yes, it hurts that Ryan Delaney is a Swindon player and he's left Newport for Swindon, but I'm not going to be biased and say that Delaney's awful, because Delaney's a very good centre-back, and you know, there's a reason why he was our captain last season. I thought he was excellent. I didn't think there was many players that had a good season last year. Probably most notably, Pam Holden, who was on loan, Will Evans, who bagged goals for us. But Ryan Delaney at the back was the captain for a reason and put in some great performances. Still annoyed that he left us for Swindon, but we move on. We've got to move on. It's football. Will Wright is a good signing from Crawley. Obviously got promoted with Crawley. Ollie Clark got promoted with Mansfield. He's now joined Swindon as well. Joe Cotterill on loan from Swansea. He's a very good player. Grant Hall. Harry Smith, despite getting relegated with Sutton United last year, was probably their best player. So shrewd business from Swindon, you know, filling the holes that we'll talk about in a minute that walked out the door. And some decent signings. Ollie Clark, I believe, was Mansfield captain, if I remember rightly. So, you know, getting him is a big deal. In terms of the outs then, Udoka, Godwin, Malif has gone to Burton. Harley Hunt has gone to Middlesbrough, and Ricky Aguirre has gone to York City as permanent deals. Released then, Fraser Blake Tracy has gone to Mansfield. Russian Hepburn Murphy has gone to Crawley. Tyrese Shade has gone to Eastleigh. George McEachran has gone to Grimsby. Brooklyn Genesini has gone to Weymouth. Williams Coccolo has gone to Laval in France. Charlie Austin, AFC Tottenham. I mean, talk about weird transfers. Charlie Austin, Premier League ex-footballer, is playing in the Southern Premier League with AFC Tottenham. And then Conor Brand, Tom Brewitt, Tom Clayton and Reece Devine currently without a club. There's some big names in there that they've lost. Blake Tracy's a big name. Hepburn Murphy's a big name. George McEachran has been good for them. Charlie Austin, look, whatever people say about Charlie Austin, he's not got the legs anymore. You know, he's mid to late 30s. He's not really got the legs. He hasn't got the pace that he did and that he once had. But it's still a big hole that they're missing. In terms of the key players, then I've gone with Ryan Delaney. Look, I hate seeing Ryan Delaney in a Swindon shirt. It really does boil my brain. Boil my blood. Seeing him in a Swindon shirt. And then Jake Kane and Paul Glatzel are the other two that I've gone with. I think Jake Kane, obviously former Newport as well. Jake Kane on loan from Liverpool. We had him once. I think he's a very good midfielder. And Paul Glatzel, I think, will bag goals this season. This was probably a big season for Paul Glatzel. So if Ryan Delaney can keep goals out and Jake Kane can create them and Paul Glatzel can score them, I think Swindon will be in for a very successful season. Expectation. Now, the expectation of this football club should not be bottom half to survive in relegation. Swindon for this league should and, you know, will be annoyed if they're not challenging for the promotion places. However, I think the expectations should be playoffs. I don't think they should be thinking about top 3 when they've struggled and failed so much recently in League 2 over the past 4 seasons. I know they've got to the playoffs quite recently. The semi-finals lost to Port Vale, but I just think that they've got to aim realistically, and I think realistically has to be playoffs. So that is what I think for Swindon. Anyway, that is where we're going to wrap up this video. Obviously, the Hereford video would have gone out before this. It's currently still 0-0 in that one with 27 minutes to go. So obviously, that will be uploaded prior to this video. So obviously, the score will already have been settled when this video goes out. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Go check that Hereford video out if you haven't done so already. And I'll speak to you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, Swindon get relegated. That'll be the aim. Come on.